Chapter 10. Lizzie looked down at Cody, who was lying in her lap. Then she looked at her parents. "I'm sorry," she said in a small voice. "Don't be," said Mom. "You were right to speak up." "Absolutely," Dad agreed. "At first I thought that the right thing to do would be to give Cody back to the Stones. But what you said is true. He is still a puppy, and I think they were right in the first place about not being puppy people." "Did you see how that lady made a face when Cody kissed her?" Charles asked. "They are definitely not puppy people." Lizzie gave the sleepy puppy a squeeze. "But they did pay for Cody," she said. "Can we really say no if they want him back?" "I'm not sure," Dad said slowly. Just then the doorbell rang. Mom raised her eyebrows and went to answer the door. When she came back into the room, the Stones were with her. Lizzie hugged Cody closer. Were they going to insist on taking him right now? "We didn't even make it all the way home," said Cheryl Stone in all a rush. "We realized by the time we got to Elm Street that you were 100% right." She was looking straight at Lizzie. "We really didn't mean to abandon him, you know. We thought we were doing the right thing, giving him to your family, but it wasn't right just to leave him and run away, was it?" She asked her husband, giving him a nudge. Tim Stone smiled sheepishly. "No," he admitted. "I guess we were just a little overwhelmed by Cody's energy. I think maybe we'll get ourselves a grown dog instead of a puppy." "Or a cat even," said Cheryl Stone. "I've always been more of a cat person, really." She and Mom shared a smile. "What about the money?" Dad asked. Tim Stone waved a hand. "Why don't we just consider it a donation to the fire station? You people provide a tremendous service to the whole community. It's the least I can do." "And that," Lizzie told Maria as she finished telling the story the next morning, "was that." They were walking downstairs again with Cody, only this time Charles and Sammy and Buddy and the Bean were all with them, and this time Cody was going to the firehouse to stay. First, though, they were all going to be a part of the big Halloween parade. Lizzie and Maria had finally come up with the perfect costumes for themselves and for everyone else too. It was a crisp, sunny day, just right for the parade. As they walked, Cody pranced ahead of them, all with his head held high. Oh boy, I think we're going to that fun place again, with the big dog that looks like me." Chief Olson was out in front of the fire station, giving one last polish to the big chrome bumper on his old fire truck. The chief was looking snappy in his navy blue dress uniform, with its shiny brass buttons. Well, he said. "Look who's here." He knelt right down and opened his arms, and Cody ran to him. The puppy's tail was wagging like crazy as he licked the chief's face all over. Gunner walked over and touched noses with Cody as if to say, "Welcome, little one." The chief had been totally focused on Cody, but now he looked up at Lizzie, Maria, Charles, Sammy, and the Bean. He burst into laughter. "Perfect," he said. All of them had on white PJs with black spots painted all over. Lizzie had used Mom's eyebrow pencil to draw whiskers on their faces, and they all wore funny hats that Mom had found at the variety store with black spots and floppy ears. They were dressed as Dalmatians, every one of them. Even Buddy had on a little white vest with black spots, and of course Cody didn't need a costume at all. The chief's fire truck would be full of Dalmatians. "And you're right on time," the chief went on. "We're supposed to be heading down to the corner of Main and Broadway. The parade is starting in 5 minutes. He helped them all up into his fire truck, carefully placing Cody onto Lizzie's lap and Buddy onto Charles. Then Gunner jumped into the front seat, and the chief swung up into the driver's seat next to him. He started the truck and pulled away slowly out of the parking lot. Behind them came the 3 Littleton Fire Department trucks, filled with the rest of the firefighters, all in uniform. Lizzie turned around to wave at her dad, and he grinned and waved back. She gave Cody a big squeeze, and Cody gave her a happy, snuffling kiss in return. Lizzie knew that this little puppy had found the perfect home.